I remember that.
Now you put yourself in that position. Just what is it feeling?
It's just a true testament to God, a testament to our faith this season. Not only our faith in God, but just our faith in each other, our faith in this program, and us believing when nobody else didn't. We didn't, argue with anybody else when the rankings came out. We just put our head down and went to work, and the season was a testament to that. But we got one more game. I'm excited that we're having the opportunity to host a conference championship, but it's not a shocker. It's just a product of all the work we put in.
Dorian said he thought you were going to have another home game. I know you said you used the word potentially every single time you were asked before senior day about your last home game. Did you kind of have a feeling this might happen?
Yeah, everybody's been talking to me, asking me. They didn't know I was psychic, but I mean, that's just me having strong belief in the man above and just having a strong faith system. And I just never felt when we played SMU that was going to be my last win. And shout out to the midshipmen. They went down to Orlando and handled business. But it's just a blessing to have one more opportunity to play in front of the home team. Just overall putting a more focus on the quarterback run. I feel like since the UMass game, that's been a way that a lot of offenses have tried to attack us this season, is running the quarterback due to the specific type of defense we play. And so that's just one of the things we've been focusing on this week, just defending the quarterback run, because he's a great athlete. We knew that before the game, but that was one of the things that they really tried to do and really was successful at the last time we played them. So that's one thing we've been putting emphasis on this week.
What's the biggest challenge preparing for two different quarterbacks?
Overall, just the mental focus, the approach. I mean, Tulsa, we had to prepare for two quarterbacks. Last week, we had to prepare for two quarterbacks. Really, almost every game this season, there have been a lot of injuries across the conference. So it's nothing new. We always usually, prepare for the backup or, notice, both guys prepare for both of their strengths. So it's just another week of, expanding your mental edge and knowing what you got to do against both quarterbacks, because UCF, they have two very talented quarterbacks that do a little bit of different things, but I feel like the coaches have implemented a game plan to do well against both.
Cover three that you play kind of makes it tougher to stop the quarterback run, or
I wouldn't say it makes it tougher, simply because when you blitz a lot, you really don't have anybody on the back end, and that's how you give up a lot of explosive plays. But really, us playing a lot of cover three, dropping 8 from different looks, it limits the explosive plays. When we played them the first time, a lot of the explosives just came from missed tackles. Guys were in position, we just didn't make the tackles. So I feel like our defense philosophy does stand strong against it. We just got to make plays when it's our time to make plays.
big guy encouragement too.
Yeah.
Late in the game, is that? I mean, did that kind of tick you off that when they needed yards, they were able to make it on?
Most definitely, and that just comes from us not playing sound defense in the middle. We got creased a lot. I think they had the ball. They just controlled the run game in the fourth quarter and just ran down our throats. And that's something that very, very is frustrating, because that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on, is stopping the run. And so for them to line up and just run the ball really the whole fourth quarter was just one of those things that we really was like, okay, we gotta man up. We gotta stop it this time around.
How you fix that?
Just playing fundamentally sound defense. It's really just a mentality of saying, the guy in front of me is not going to beat me. I'm going to get in my gap no matter what. I'm going to play, my responsibility and do my job. It doesn't have anything to do with scheme, because, last time we played them, we really were in a good scheme. It just comes down to having that physical mentality to say, okay, they want to run the ball. I feel like it's a simplicity when the offense just wants to run the ball, because, you don't have to worry about the run pass option or anything like that. Just stop the run. So just the mentality approach. Yes, most definitely. Let's do it. Let's do it. I feel like it's already broken, saying what we are, but to do this in front of our home crowd is definitely can't wait. Can't wait.
How many people do you think guys could do this before the season?
Outside of our program, maybe I'll say under 100. Under 100. Not a lot of people had confidence in us, but that doesn't really matter as long as we got confidence in ourselves. And it's great to have, the support system now. It's great to have the fans here, but at the end of the day, we knew that we were all we got and we all we needed. And that's the mentality we had the whole season. So I'm grateful for people coming out and supporting us now. I'm grateful, to have the fans alongside of us, but I'm more grateful for us sticking beside each other and holding each other up from bad times to the great times we're at now.
Back over your career here at Tulane, what is really first
Just just a great guy, great mentor, a great father figure for me. Somebody that I can definitely, talk to outside of football. Whether I have questions about my career, on or off the field, just somebody that has seen a lot and can really just, be that person that I can depend on. I love Coach Fritz. He was the only coach in my recruiting process to come as a head coach and come see me by himself. And it just showed me a real testament to how he cared about me as a player and as a person. And our relationship has definitely grown over the years.
Michael talked about the player-led meeting on Monday. What's been the biggest key to staying focused amid all this Georgia Tech speculation this week?
Just focusing on the game, doing something that we do every week, focusing on being 1-0. Nobody can control the future. Nobody can control anything besides what we do in preparation for this game and in preparation for Saturday. So, just locking in and doing nothing different than we have been doing these last 12, 13 weeks.
You talked about the veteran leadership too. I mean, just overall throughout this season, how much has that veteran leadership kind of led you to where you are now?
Just overall, just having a lot of guys that are able to put it all together. Coach Fritz has been here, I want to say 7 years. And so just to see just everybody that he's brought through the program, just to see, his recruiting good guys, good character guys, good leaders, it really has shown this season. And everybody is a leader. That's what we say. We got 4 captains, but everybody on the team is a leader in their own respective ways. And I feel like everybody has done a great job this season of just leading by example and leading with their efforts on and off the field.
Secondary is playing really, really well. How much confidence does that give you as a linebacker spot that your corners, your safeties are able to limit how dangerous the other team's passing is?
That just goes back to, like I just said, the veterans. That's a very veteran group with Lance, Jarius, Larry, Macon, Lummy, just an extremely hardworking and talented group. They also have the mental approach where they are all students of the game. And it's just a testament to Coach Hemp and his preparation with those guys. Jaden Candy got hurt and we didn't blink an eye. Jarius came in and has been playing phenomenal football. And I have extreme confidence in those guys, knowing that they're behind me, knowing the type of defense that we run, that, we're not going to give up explosive plays. And it's just a blessing to have those guys.
Have a chance to look at the stat sheet after the last game against UCF and look at their offensive stats, and if so, did it cause any kind of interesting emotional or intellectual response inside of you?
I think they had 500 yards on offense. And another thing that really had me upset was the conversions on third down, because that's something that we also try to implement as a defense, is getting off the field on third down. And just those two, not being able to stop the run and not being able to get off the field on third down, really was a thorn in our side the last time we played them. And so it was more of a frustration, not with the coaches, but with myself and my level of play. I feel like there was plays in that game that I was undisciplined on, that I should have made, that I didn't. And so I really was just, hard on myself and saying, if we get the opportunity to play these guys again, I want to do my job. I want to do my 111 and make sure that I play fundamentally sound defense, because that's not us. We're not a team that goes out and gives up 500 yards a game. I think that game was the most points we gave up as well this season. So just overall, wasn't too excited about the performance of the defense. So it's definitely something that's been on my mind since then, and it's something we intend to go out and fix on Saturday. Thank you.